Hey everybody, welcome to my car. I'm on our way back from Savannah. If you hear barking in the background, it's because Pippin's in the back seat. So, things I found out while I was down in Savannah. Probably forgotten a few, but here are the highlights. First thing, went to the hotel, talked to the lady at the front desk. She unfortunately could not help me. She had given me a card to a person that is actually in charge of groups for the hotel. She said that all I have to do is call her and she can work out the van issue for us, because they should not be charging us for the valet parking because we have vans that won't even fit inside their parking garages. So we talked to Renee from the group part of this Holiday Inn, and she's going to work it out to where hopefully we don't have any parking fees at all. The lady at the front desk says they waived it in the past, but she didn't want to say yes or no because she didn't want to overstep on Renee. Second thing, the hotel offers shuttle service for groups. All we have to do is give them the itinerary and they can work with us and possibly give us shuttle service to everywhere we want to go, so we don't have to drive our vehicles. They rather have locals drive around because it is really backwards and lots of one-way streets and everything like that. That is also something I'm going to be talking with Renee. Spoke to the hotel chef manager, the person that cooks all the breakfast in the morning. And she said there are a lot of vegetarian options in the breakfast menu. The only two meats that they even offer are bacon and sausage, which are cooked on a separate area than anything else. Everything else is cooked on the stovetop. The bacon and sausage are cooked on a griddle. Now, sometimes they do cook bacon or pancakes on the griddle, but we can request to have them cooked on the stovetop. It's something that I need to set up with Renee. So basically, I'm going to be calling Renee tomorrow and filling her up with a bunch of requests from her, and I think we're going to be able to have a great time at this hotel. It is beautiful, by the way. The girls are going to freak out. It looks like a very fancy, expensive hotel. Second thing, while I was walking around Savannah, I went into the Girl Scout headquarters. People in there. First, okay, I want to tell you guys this. Savannah is amazing, because everybody is all about scouting. Everybody is all about scouting. They're friendly, they're helpful, so much information. And when the ladies found out that I was a scout leader, they about jumped out of their pants to talk to me about all the programs that they offer. I mean, we have a week, and we could fill this week full of stuff just by the free stuff that the ladies were telling me about. But the stuff that I'm interested in was that the Girl Scout headquarters, excuse me, they had a badge program that is called the Early Badge Program. It focuses on badges that were done in 1925 with Juliet Gordon Lowe and her troop. And it's a 2-hour program at the headquarters. And they do all kinds of different activities and stuff. And at the end of the program, they get a vintage badge to go onto their uniform that they would have received back in 1925. We also went to a different fort. We didn't go to Fort Jackson, but we went to Fort Pulaski. It is a beautiful location. And I bring this up because the cool thing about this fort is it's free for all the girls to go to. We also Jay went in and spoke to one of the ladies inside the visitor center, and she gave me some great information to be able to go contact somebody to be able to set up a more specific program for the girls to do at Fort Pulaski. Now, it's different things. Like, for example, one of their last programs they did was a big archaeological dig where they took people out and they were able to actually dig at the fort. Now, I looked over at Fort Jackson again, and that program is amazing too. So it's very difficult to decide. And I was wondering if you ladies are okay with it, that I pull up all the information of both programs and present it to the girls and have them choose. If the girls choose to go with the Fort Pulaski because it is cheaper, because the parents are the only ones who'd have to pay, which is us 4 leaders. So it'd be $40 versus Fort Jackson, which is $198. If we chose to do the Fort Pulaski program, we could also do the Girl Scout headquarters badge program, which is only $8 a person. But the person at the front desk gave me her card because she said that we could probably, since we have so many, we could probably go ahead, book ahead of time, and they can give us a good discount. Kind of like what they did at the Low house, the Juliet birthplace house. Went over to the Low house. Wow, beautiful place, beautiful place. There's a courtyard right outside the Low house that we were actually invited to come have lunch in. We don't have to go into the Low house. We don't have to do the tour. It is open to any Girl Scouts to come in and just sit down and relax. And it's a beautiful courtyard. It's amazing. The girls would love it if we did a lunch there. I'm thinking that we should do a sack lunch for one of our lunches for one time, because there are just so many different places in Savannah for the girls to just sit down and enjoy just being outside. It's shaded. It's cool. It was just beautiful. And there's plenty of places for these girls to run around and play and get all that energy out. So I went into the Low house, and they were super helpful, and I told them, unfortunately, I wasn't able to visit them this trip around, but I will guarantee you I will want to come back to Savannah and go in it, because, like I said, the people were super friendly, and it just looked beautiful. And then I went over to the birthplace. Oh my goodness. Them people inside that place were just over the moon excited to meet us and our troop, and they cannot wait for us to come down. There was one lady, her name was, oh goodness, what was her name? Charlotte. She had been in Girl Scouts for 62 years, and she was working in the store. And she basically gave me a free tour of the birthplace just to show me what the girls are going to be doing, and to show me how they do their scheduling, how they do all the programs. Then she took me out back to the beautiful garden that's in the birthplace. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to freak out. There is this special program, and it's free, and we can do it. Even though we're not doing an experience, we're just doing the tour, we can still do it, and they can set it up. I went ahead and signed us up for it. If we don't do it, that's fine, I understand, but I think it would be super awesome if we do it. It's called the pinning ceremony. And when the girls do a tour, they get a special souvenir pin, and it's a pin that they can wear on the front of their uniform. And they can take it, and we can do a ceremony for these girls in this beautiful garden, and they get their pin, and us leaders would be up front, and then the girls would walk down this little beautiful little garden path, and they get to the front, and then we give them their little pin, and we take bunches of pictures, and then we finish walking down on the other side of the path, and they stop at a bench that has a statue of Juliet Gordon Lowe, to where the girls can sit next to her and take another beautiful picture. Also in this garden is a beautiful wrought iron gate that Miss Lowe herself made. Perfect picture opportunity. The lady was walking me around, and she was showing me all these cool places that we could do awesome pictures at and everything like that. It's super, super cool. That's pretty much what I found out so far. I found out bunches of other things, but that's the highlights of the things that I wanted to tell you guys about. And I really feel after doing this trip to Savannah, guys, we are going to have so much fun. These girls are going to learn so much. They're going to see how friendly people can be, and just what traveling is all about. I'm super excited. Let me know what you guys think.